one of the one of the substandard experience is when we magnify anointing beyond the strength of our spirit man. The Bible said the spirit of a man is the candle of the Lord, searching all the inward parts of the belly. Most of the things we do does not excite God. God is concerned of you, not of any other thing. You are God's concern. Someone say, I'm God's concern. So God is concerned, God concerns of you more than the ministry. Because the man that is doing the ministry, if his heart is already far away from God, there is nothing God will benefit from your life. No ministry reward God. And God does not reward a ministry. God rewards a minister. God rewards what? Because a minister is stronger than ministry. The ministry is activities. The condition of your spirit is important to God first. Number two, the condition of your spirit is important to your soul. Number three, the condition of your spirit is important to your generation. Number four, the condition of your spirit is important to the call that you have received. The call of God upon your life, the functionality of that calling depend primarily on the condition of your spirit. And it therefore means that if people do not take care of their spirits, whatever they claim God has sent them to do in life, that will be the basis through which they will fall. Many people fall today because they are doing ministry. Every temptation you will experience as a young minister is within the context of your ministry. Every weaknesses, every experience you will have is within the calling. So when men do not take their spirit very important, then falling becomes inevitable. You must also know that the spirit that bears the testimony, or your spirit that bears the testament of your calling, is also very paramount to God. Many people don't know that their spirit is as important, is more important than the anointing. Your spirit must also be very healthier than whatsoever thing. So the condition, the expressions, the experiences of your spirit, the stature, the stability of your spirit, the strength, the stamina of your spirit is important to God. Very paramount, very important to God. Why people are backsliding as a minister and they become fraudster, 419, go into occultism, is because the deficiency proceeds from their spirit. And then if you do not manage your spirit well under God, you wouldn't be able to know to the extent that your soul can go. Have you seen ministers that do arranging miracle? This is what most of them didn't start that way, but they have to make it so quick. They have to look at some things so quick, and then the condition of their spirit begin to degenerate, and the degeneration of the spiritual condition begins to affect the expression in the soul. And when the expressions in the soul is already affected, you may not be able to, things that people will do, when you hear it, your ear will tingle. You will, how many of you have heard what I'm saying? You will hear, is this a man of God or 419? Or is this a man of God or fornicator? Or is this a man of God or an adulterer? The journey to all spiritual messed up begins when a minister does not take care of his spirit. If God has the intention of pouring 50% into your spirit, if your spirit is not in a good condition, it can hardly take 5%. And the 5%, putting that 5% on your ministry, it will not be enough. The demand ministry has in our lives is one of the things that we must take care of our spirit. If a Yahoo boy is ready to give you 10 million naira and then to be able to build a church, How soon can you resist that temptation? You have bought a piece of land, 2 plots of land, but there is no money to build. And here comes a Yahoo boy and said, I have this 10 million in my account, but if you can pray for me, I need your anointing to support what I want to do. And then how soon can you check him out? How strong can you resist? Are you hearing me? How strong can you resist that negotiation depends on the condition of what? Of your spirit. It depends on the condition of your spirit. You must know the difference between the personality and the activity. What God is going to bless is not an activity. What God will bless is what? Is personality. God does not anoint a ministry. He anoints what? A minister.